Hello everyone, this is Mr. Lairman here, and what we have this weekend, 3 days in a row, is the Horus Moneybags Extravaganza. Or, I don't really know what the official name is, but basically, this is our first ever Rise event, kind of like a tournament, kind of not, where we have cash prizes with $180 on the line, split between 3, maybe 5 people. So that's kind of a lot of cash if you were to win it. What we're going to be doing this series is that each of these games we will be playing as normal, and then afterwards the casters and the audience will be electing MVPs, and whoever is like the chief MVP, has the most MVP points, will be getting those cash prizes at the end, the top 3 MVPs. We also have like a little bit of a side pot with whoever kills the most medics and the most ARBs. We might be scrapping that depending on just how hard it is to track, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, this is our second game of the weekend, I guess. Right after the first one that was hosted by Horus. And I will be joined today by my co-caster, Crash.
Hello.
And yeah, let's get started. In terms of people being in the chat, do you guys care if we leak information? I feel like it is too important if we leak information, so I think you guys should probably join your own VCs. Or, like,
yeah, I prefer that too.
And just let spectators in here. So yeah, if you're playing and you're in here, just leave and then like just do banter and tech chat for now. Just because otherwise it constrains casting so much, it's kind of boring. But yeah, let's get started. What we have here is Kexlis in the Arphadan corner. We also have Lazy Turtle in Western Gondor, New as Cardalin, and Fate as the elves and dwarves. Meanwhile, we do have the fabled Exodus Angmar, Terror, Misty Mountains, and JMS Slayer EM. Lots of oldies and newies. Very, I would say, actually pretty balanced lobby. And we do have a very big fight at the start of this game. Argleb will not be going down though. Witch King escaping with, I think that was 200 or so HP. Really cutting it close with Argleb, especially with that orb. Hex running him back in was very greedy, but no punish there. And no punish on Witch King either. That was a very scrappy fight this early into the game. Meanwhile, we do have Terror coming in on the north, along with JMS Slayer. It's a triple on Arphadan. Hex and Fate are in position to defend. That is a lot of damage on Gorkill that will force the recall. Meanwhile, we do have JMS Slayer just kind of dancing around here between Kexlis and himself. Meanwhile, New is starting up with the standard Trollshaw's Siege opener, and Rowan, Lazy Turtle here, is actually going for the central camp. He's going for that super fast clear, because I think there was some discussion recently that people found where you can clear central Ened in like 2.5 minutes, maybe even 2 if you're fast. So I think he's trying to do that instead of Wing Rider, under the assumption that like nowadays is very uncommon for Wing Rider to actually get destroyed. In time for Wing Deny, at least. Or not Wing Deny, Naz Deny. Oh, let me just send a quick reminder. Please call out Medic or RP.
We're here, Larry. We're all here.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Are you streaming through the like Jawless? Or is that like
That's Headcrash.
Headcrash.
That's Headcrash.
Okay.
That's Headcrash.
Oh
Alright, we are seeing a chemical on here, Exodus, and wait, is this a Cargash rush game? Indeed it is. Any lobby with JMS Slayer will have a higher per capita chance of buying Cargash. What a game. We have not seen this type of game in quite a while. Let's see how this actually plays out. Cargash does have very strong gases for sure. JMS hasn't actually started gassing yet though. I'm pretty sure he's finishing his first gas, which is on Ened.
Oh.
Archer Barbarian, a little Barbarian.
Larry.
Mini seems to be the first cast for Cardo, so we're going to see the new viable that was just added.
Players are all in this lobby, Larry.
They are? Wait, I told them to leave.
Oh, maybe they're not. Oh,
Fate's deafened, Kex is deafened. That looks fine.
Oh yeah, if they're deafened, that's fine. Yeah, I don't care if they're still in as long as they're deafened.
Yeah, I don't think everybody
By the
else
way,
is
hey, Crash,
not in the lobby watching.
Min here is now
Alright.
gas that one. You need to gas it.
Indeed. That was a bit of a nerf to reduce his potency, especially in the early game. So Exodus going for that very common clear of North Downs, where you just use your single range hero. But he is being kind of run down, so he has to be careful here.
Second
Yeah,
gas in
Brandel
Mini,
in
so
the
it
early
will be
game,
the
very
dual
scary.
event.
Oh, the medics. Oh, the medics. Oh.
Meanwhile, New has started his second gas on Manchuria.
Ooh, New's
He
art
is
is
really
kind of
gunning
notable,
for
but he moves it away
Mini
in
Clear
time.
Flynn. special transport being pinged by Fate. I think it was this one, almost in the line of fire by Misty. The double door.
Going into Graham now.
Yep. Yep, they are going for this double on Londire, though, not going for Minhiria. If you'd expect, I think it was pretty telegraphed that Minas
Ooh, this should be a
is
speed to
the-
kill.
Oh, New is going to be losing Huntmaster with that Smaug
Oh,
speed.
Goblin was so
That was
low.
very risky, but it paid
And
off.
Fog.
Yeah, a little bit of like inefficiency with the reactions there, but Misty does get it.
He just needed to choose one
How
of the
low
two.
did Goblin get?
Goblin got, I think it was 100. He just needed to pick one of the two heroes and he would have gotten it.
Yep.
Yeah, turrets were focusing Smog because he went in first, and then the heroes were focusing Goblin, so...
Yeah,
Missed
if you
opportunity
either
there.
Yeah,
targeted
Smaug
Goblin
took a
or
lot less
targeted
damage
Smog,
than he really ought to have.
he would have traded. If you targeted Smog, you might have actually lived. I don't think so, but there's a small.
We actually have Z Slayers in this, which is a splitty. So I think we actually could play with
No,
this.
he left.
Oh, Z Slayers left. Yeah.
I'll hop on.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, babies!
Monty has
no.
arrived for the other lobby right
We
now.
actually have two. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, we see Confused going on, Rudar.
Be confused.
Let's see if we can big push.
Big confused. This is the fabled 6-minute push for Aimar. Typically, this will just result in spawn dying, and indeed, those frontal cannons are being stripped away. That means the spawn itself is not long for this
They're
world.
like really clicking efficiently here, though. Exo kind of did the sloppy. He should get
Somewhat. I think it's.
but
Wait,
he
yeah,
is sloppy.
actually. Yeah, especially with a Cargash buy.
Oh, let's
Oh,
let's start going down.
oh, that's dead. That is dead.
Florian did
Dang.
go down by Evilman, but an Arb was killed. Which one was that?
Evilman
It
did
was
Arb.
by
So he still
New.
has one East.
You
he still
are
has
killed.
one
Alright, I'm
East.
going to be recording that.
Fate's being very modest here. That was a mutual kill.
You are.
That was new, and honestly, I would credit that to both of them.
Yeah, just give it to both of them. Dude.
Alright.
Pressure now being
I
put
need
on
probably,
Mini.
like, I need to. Oh, I'm gonna have my phone open at this same time, so I don't have to tab out to record these.
I'm just gonna use pen and paper.
Looks like Exodus is forcing the Rudar kill now.
Based ink.
I'm such an ink person.
I love ink.
I'm actually just using phone.
Launcher, are you coming?
Oh, Galen goes down. with
Yeah,
that
my game
damage.
just finished loading up.
Was that EXO or JMS?
Oh.
It looked like it was a charge kill during the recall, is what I saw.
But did JMS
But it isn't
participate
public.
significantly in the kill?
Yeah,
James
it's
definitely participated. He got him low, and then Exo came in and charged
Give him
him
both.
back.
Give it
All
to
right,
him.
people, we are resuming our game or our first stream. So please resume event.
So you bring me up
Yes, sir.
Hangmar?
Heading to the other call.
Enjoy, guys.
Alright, Gearflame does come out. Now, New is missing one of his 6 range heroes, so that does mean his hero ball is very short range, like brawler type. Which will be a very interesting thing to see as he tries to micro against these evil factions. But Gearflame has come out, bit nerfed, but still incredibly strong if Evil does not have a plan for it. We did see that Evil's plan was to like double Cardo, but they opted to stall
It might
the
be a
push
small
and
kill. Small kill.
to be able to
Oh,
get.
thanks
Oh,
for
Smaug
Celeborn.
kill does go down in the east over here. Celeborn trades out.
Oh,
We
there's
do
another
see
fight for
Gorkill
Gorkill.
being focused
Oh,
down
Galadriel
here,
goes
but
down.
Galadriel dies to the focus
Yeah,
from
Galadriel
those
goes down.
3 heroes, including Rogash. That is now a 2-4-1. Not a good sign for Fate. Now these Gweers are going to do quite a lot of work for New as he tries to clear through this set of cannons. Their armor pierce has been removed and they've gotten a little bit of a health nerf, but
Ooh,
Daisy
JMS.
Turtle
failed.
does see the ARB as EM comes in and does not get his ARB sniped over there. Good communication by New watching the map to alert his teammate of that.
Yeah, you gotta think who good's gonna fund here, because now that Elves is down 2 of their more powerful heroes, and Minip is down for Gondor, it might have to be a console game. Or go like
Yeah.
full all in on a Gondor that's already down.
Well, he did get Gearflint, so he's going to have to crack down if he goes console, and with this focus on Londire, that makes console a lot less good, because I think like half of the strength in console is honestly in the warships. If you have like continuous position on Londire, it makes it a lot less of a lucrative buy.
Yeah, he also lost Sunsmatcher, so you don't get some of the better buffs from Vorn, even if it's still a good
Yeah,
gas.
he did this. Yeah, the upgrade on Born is like kind of neutered now. He's going to get Worships Denied soon. He'll have the Mihiraf buff and like the what's it called? Oh no, Last Bridge died earlier as well, so he'll literally have Mihiraf, which is not worthwhile for Consolidate. I think what we might see as a line is actually a heavy funding of Lazy Turtle, because he did already get Kuranir. He has a lot of options to grow that ball a bit more, and Lazy is historically a pretty decent carry for late games, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have not seen it in a while.
I just wonder what
oh, no, that's just
JMS's next buy is going to be. He didn't get Navs, did he?
No,
he
I
did.
think
He
he
got
might be
Ginder.
saving for it.
Yeah, he got funded for it. He has Ginder. I wonder what his next buy is going to
he
be.
got
It might
funded,
go into
okay.
like Light Dash or go into Western Broodar Dominated.
Yeah, that's typically the play with these.
Ooh,
Is
Courier
goes down right after he's bought. That is not a good sign. Gemus Slayer with that extra DPS from G probably pushed over the DPS he needed. Dun Chief wasn't even there.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, would you see Amon Laha going down by Exodus? Uvafa is his Nazgul, if I don't think I mentioned that earlier. Now, Cargash is being stripped down by Kexless. He sees a little bit of an opening here with none of the evils in the area. Now, what we are seeing as well, though, is this is being paired with a Mount Graham gas.
Ooh, Arbalest
This
goes
might
down
be
to
the
a
secret
JMS
sauce. Arbalest goes down to that flank from JMS, punishes that attempt at Cargash's life. And now we're probably going to be seeing a double on the Fornas area between Amar and the JMS layer. Exilus has a little bit of HP left, but he has to be very careful with Argolep's positioning. A little bit overexposure and he goes down. And yep, the frontal cannons do get confused. This is a very nice push for Evil. They get a lot of the frontal cannons down. I don't think they have the strength necessarily to finish this spawn completely, especially if a good ARB comes to intercept, and indeed News is in the area to respond. Meanwhile though, Tharbad is being sieged down by Terror. Really, Evil is doing a very good job this game of kind of striking exactly where they need to throw good off guard. And yep, with News approach to this area, JMS Slayer does actually recall out.
Starbad's gonna go down.
Is Cargash actually
Starbad's
more
down.
viable nowadays because Graham got its buff? Because now Cargash distracts good, so that Graham has it's like a little bit of extra shielding for Graham, and it isn't bad gas either. We are
Yeah.
about to see Amarian Stalkers as well. Exodus does recall in to chase Exodus away, but this is going to look like a very early Fornos kill given the time that we are seeing this.
Oh, JMS
So
might
this
intercept an
be
ARB.
intercepting the JMS ARB. No, JMS recalls him first, actually forces Kexus' ARB away. What does
Terrier's ARB,
Kexus
he's
do
gonna
here?
Terrier's ARB at Ost. Looks like they're trying to fight for Ost right now.
Yet they are 5,000. Do they have the money for this? I don't think they actually
Most likely
do.
not.
But
Yeah, this was a bad position.
yeah, they don't. But this isn't going to do too much because Dunlan's not alive, or is still alive, so Good cannot actually deny it, at least not very easily.
We're gonna see Rowan's ARB go over there to start pressuring on either East Rudar or Dunlan. I think Dunlan's a better play as you just try to somehow get deny Ost, because if they get double Naz, Evil is now way, way ahead. Oh, okay, Gekar
That's
might go
true,
down.
right? But
Oh,
like,
no,
consider
survives
the
on 10
opportunity
HP.
cost. Nope. Or yeah, like consider the
Gorkil
Gorkil
goes
goes
down.
down to
might
south
be Goblin.
with
It's
that
Goblin too.
recall in with Elves, and Fate takes down Grey Goblin 2. Might be actually chasing down Rogash if they don't
must be out of
defend
energy.
against this. The mass isn't enough to actually stop
Oh, no.
Randwolf. Rogash is
Oh.
actually gonna retreat and not manage to make it out alive.
Oh, that's
Let's go
terrible.
for Fate completely offsetting his loss
Yeah,
of 2
Terry
heroes
ran out of
earlier in the
energy.
game by completely wiping Misty.
That's a massive change. That's a massive swing. Okay.
Yeah, huge swing. Yeah, I was wondering why Rogash wasn't just being recalled out. He had the time, but unluckily for Evil, Terror did actually run out of energy there for his ARB. Now the game's completely different. Fate is like confident enough to actually push into Dol Guldur with only 3 heroes, which... Oh, 4 heroes, I guess. He does have hero.
Rowan's growling.
But this is very inefficient. I kind of don't like this.
Okay, this is. You should probably have someone else doing it at this point. I don't think it's even like a priority right now. I think something else better could be done. Ooh, JMS ARB goes down. Oh, water.
Yeah, I mean, if he's here for this fight, that would be insane with the mass he had earlier. Double on Cargash. Ooh, but getting quite low. No arrows, though, because Arvel died earlier. Hex actually did grab Loss Off, which isn't a super common buy nowadays. We also do see the third gas, Beam Gas. Amber and Stalkers right now are very, very strong, actually. 2 gases for a 40 damage high-range elite. But, of course, it is on the Cargash spawn. It is a bit vulnerable. Adderhill almost goes down there, actually, but not quite. Exodus does not finish off the kill before he actually recalls. Terror is over here actually trying to defend Eastern Rudar against New, but with only one hero and one of the weakest heroes in 1v1s in the game, arguably, he's not going to do that much to actually slow this kill, I feel like.
JMS calls out for Ost.
Yep, calls out for Ost. They are going to go for it. Dunland is not down. They are probably not going to be able to deny this.
No, Angler's about to push
will be
Gondor.
grabbing double Ost now.
It's going to be a double on Gondor. Is anyone in place to defend this? Oh, there's no red R.
No.
Oh.
He is completely isolated from his team. This could be pretty catastrophic for good if they do not punish.
JMS
now,
just
they
got
are
funded
sitting
all.
at
Ooh,
Eastern
13
Rudar,
back.
so they will have to be trading Eastern Rudar if Evil wants to be going in for this kill. But Rowan does recall out.
Yeah, I'd be more
also
worried about
recalls out.
Cargash at this point. That's all of his gas.
Yeah, Cargash is going to go down for this rotate, and this is the problem. You cannot be rotating aggressively like this if you are going for a frontal spawn like Cargash. Misty alone is probably not going to be able to defend this as Elves also recalls in. This is a huge hero ball disparity. This spawn is not living for long, and this is all 3 of the gases finished on it as well. Exodus pushing in over here. Rowan trying his best to defend, and the good hero balls are just not coming in to defend him. He is being left for dead. Now, hopefully for good, they manage to do a lot of damage in the meantime while EXO and JMS try to finish off kind of Galen. But with this mass ball of Rowan kind of getting stripped away and him only on 2 heroes, there's not too much he can do anymore to slow this down. But granted, Evil has also lost the mass they need for this push.
And New's killing Dol Guldur right now when he knows Rudar is open because he sees Misty at defending Cargash. So I don't really agree with this whole Dol Guldur play right now.
Yeah, I think they could like close out Cargash, but I don't think they need to really rush down the closure of Cargash. Like considering everything, I think Exos should have recalled out earlier to defend Cargash because this push is stalled anyways. I don't think they're gonna push further. Oh, I say that as he gets the double charge off on Adderhill and finishes that hero off. That's a pretty big swing right there.
Cargash still hasn't died, and now Exodus is coming back to be able to defend. Oh wow, this is a disaster. Didn't kill Cargash,
yeah.
Lost Adderhill and 2 spawns of Gondor.
Yeah, Lazy on Ernir alone. Granted, he can still go rally with Ernir alone, but that's not a good sign. A lot of the hero balls in this game have gotten pretty weak, and now double Naz comes out. That little advantage that Fate bought for the good team might be kind of evaporating now that more heroes have entered the fray for Evil.
Aduna on Exo, and then Terrier has...
Aduna on Exo. Prophet. The prophecies say that Exo must always have his Aduna. And now, with so much mass in this area, I think Evil is going to probably go for the Fornos kill soon. I might be wrong on that, but their arbs are not moving in the center, so I think this is going to be, Fornos. Makes sense for it right now. They are moving in. Terror with his Ice King as his Naz, and meanwhile, EM is... Where is EM? Where is EM? He was sitting around Khazad for some reason. I think he might be trying to delay the kill of Evil Ost.
Fate seems to be accepting that Fornos is probably dead.
Oh, Lazy is up top here, trying to harass Misty a little bit. But it's not going very well for him. He is only on the Ernir after all. But I think Exodus has done a pretty good job of slowing this push down. That force field really changes the map for Exodus.
Fornos will not fall this day.
Yep.
Oh, this might be a medic down.
Elf's coming in, actually finishes this off. Core Hill might be going down, and indeed he does. Frandul with so many chase kills this game. Really making a difference for Fates. Oh, Exodus, though, might be grabbing. Yep, Hex's medic goes down. That is a Exo medic kill.
Blondier goes down.
Yep, Blondier does go down to JMS during that. Cardo does try to trade that spawn out for Austin and Heal, but he wants to be recalling like right about now to prevent any further progress into his Heartlands. Giraflin is all of his strength right now. Look at that mass from Minhiria. He actually maxed Minhiria first before finishing Giraflin, and he is going to go for further concessions, making a Bree a quite possible buy later on in this game. Fun Evil, they are going to go for something for JMS. I'm not sure what it is yet. Cargash also paying a lot of dividends. Somehow it has not died despite so much pressure. I think one of the major mistakes of Good is focusing so much on Dole so they let Cargash keeps living. Darbad is JMS's next buy. That is very interesting.
Real estate EM.
Real estate EM. That's kind of the Blueberry JMS like patent right there. It's very, very expected when those players are playing.
Texas a recall.
Meanwhile, though, Kexlis is in the back over here, threatening a little bit of a flank. I think he is going to go for Darbad from the back, maybe. This is a very unfavorable fight for JMS. That's a lot of kind of short-range mass.
Ooh, Exodus pushing mini.
Oh, Exodus is going for mini. He might be getting it. Yeah, that is going to be mini going down.
Angmar arm goes down.
Now, this doesn't matter that much, but Angmar also loses special transport to Kex.
Oh, but no one's opposing
write that down.
JMS.
Kex R1.
No one's opposing JMS.
Yeah, no one's opposing JMS, so that might be Barrows going down. Exodus is moving over to the east to defend the south flank of JMS while he finishes off the spawn. I think Barrows is going to go down now. Nobody's in the area.
No Fate's here.
Fate is coming in, but it might be too little too late as Exodus now comes up north to lend his support to this attack. Terror is also here. I didn't even notice him. Weirs does get benefited, but that doesn't really matter too much in the defense of Barrows. Exodus also clicks this spawn, and that is going to be Barrows going down. A pincer by Evil, masterfully executed. The positioning is really well done on that push. Now it's basically just Giraflin alone, kind of Ereborn.
Cargash did go down during that trade, that's why Kex back.
Alright, I'll just say KK to Legend, Horus. Yeah, this is a bad sign for Cardolin because he does not have a lot of options now for the late game. I think Bree, when like the peripheral spawns around it die, is a lot weaker because it's so much more vulnerable from the backside. Especially if like Amon Soul's dead. Now, of course, Amon, or not if Soul's dead, but like, or even the front if Soul's dead. Obviously, that's not really relevant here since the backside is like completely wide open. Too many ARBs at ARF? He says, yeah, there's a lot of allies at Fornos right now, so that might be indeed. They are going to go for Western again because they know that Lazy is not being covered well. Now, New has preemptively sent his ARB down here because he's like kind of lost half his country, so he can spare that positioning now. But it might not be enough as Rowan gets dived on by Terror. He does target down Ice King, but that doesn't really matter that much because he has like almost no DPS right now. It's all in mass. And they are going to be going into the depths of a Gondor as I think Exo is going to come down. No, it's just Terror by himself, actually. I think he might be faking a triple because while he is doing this, Argleb is in the north dying to Exodus. Fornos has lived a bit longer than I thought it would, but it is going to probably die now, I'd assume. I might be wrong again.
Yeah, it just looks like he's trying to draw Kex out of the Fornos area so he can try to get a kill on Malvagil. Because he has Uvava.
Yeah, it's definitely a bait. It's definitely a bait. You can watch, though, Exodus is going to be pincered by Fate, so he does want to get out of there. Meanwhile, JMS is actually going for a cause a Doom kill from the western side. He has a really strong position in like the center area of the map, so it actually might work well for him.
Yeah, just keeping...
And Wife is basically the most of his mass now because Cargash did get taken out earlier.
Yeah, forcing Fate to defend the east just allows Exodus to get the final kill on Fornos without like assistance. Just stretching Elves thin and just making sure he has to like, not stay at camp one place at a time.
Yeah, it's fair.
Glorfindel will be going down.
Glorfindel is going to go down that fight. Nice plays by JMS Slayer. Iwindale also might be going down.
Oh no!
No! Durin pushes Iwindale, but it's not enough because Iwindale's fast enough. But all of those cannons don't actually take out a hero for JMS Slayer. GG out time lazy calls? It might be, honestly. Like, Evil, with that almost masterful execution on Cardalin, really crippled, like, all of the late game hope that Good has. Like, what can Good do for the late game now?
Yeah, their hero balls are just too small at this point. Like, how are they supposed to beat EXO? How are they supposed to beat JMS, even if he only has 5? That's still 2 more than the closest, like, person in Good when it comes to hero count.
Yeah. It's like, if they defended a Cardo drops a bit better, I think they have a chance for a late game, but we're also seeing, like, a max Gram here, which is, like, insane for EXO. Hex is going to try and prevent this, but I think EXO is actually going for Numenos first. Interesting, interesting. This is something that typically happens with a lot of Ains, especially EXO, actually. Dondef actually does go down here.
Surviving on
Iwindle
20
living
HP.
on how much HP?
20
I think that was like
HP.
1? Was it 1? No, it's probably not 1. Like, maybe like sub 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Insane margin there. And Numenos does get clicked on. EXO just has so much DPS that he just wins off of that. Now, Gulf might be going down here. No, Gulf doesn't go down. Not until Fate comes in to seal the deal. Malvigil goes down.
Aduna goes down, though. So.
Keep the loss off, barely lives there. That was almost a choke from Kexelis. Luckily, Fate is in the area to finish off Golfenbull.
No, Golfenbull lives. Aduna dies.
Oh, no, Golfenbull lived?
Yeah, Golfenbull
That was
lived.
Adunabeth?
Yeah, that was Adunabeth.
Golf lived. That was a bit of a choke. That really should have been Golfenbull dying as well.
Yeah, but even if that was a 2-for-1, I don't think that changes the situation at this point.
I don't think it's a good, like, if you are behind, don't go for trades. You want unilateral kills, not trades. The best thing you can aim for as a faction or a player that is winning in your matchup is to go for trades, because it just widens that strength disparity. This is true, this is true. Wait, he got the second ARB? Wait, where did Kex's second
He
ARB
got the
come from?
Angmar ARB, and then I think he picked up an EM ARB earlier.
Ah, okay, I missed that one. Yeah, okay, maybe it was a bad idea to add a pool for, like, ARBs and medics. It's kind of hard to track this. Alright, what is Good's late game angle here? They do finish off Aaron Ruffle Yor, but it is quite late to be finishing that off. Like, EM still living pretty healthily at this point is not a good sign for them. Now, granted, a lot of gas did get denied, so EM's kind of like rebuilding from square one. Yeah, so they are discussing in their chat, like, what their late game, like, potentials are. Fate wants to call GG. But, like, it looks like they are going to stay in for a little bit just to see if they can get a wipe during this Fornost siege. I think if they lose Fornost here without any meaningful gains, they will probably be calling GG. Also, Terror is actually going down to the south, probably to force Western Gondor to withdraw from Fornost, so Exodus can just get the execute, finish off Fornost himself. We're going to see JMS Slayer backing up, so this is going to be a double on Western Gondor, while Evil goes in, or Aymar goes in to finish off Fornost. This is good. Evil has been really, really coordinated this game. They have really, really good coordination, our positioning, attack positioning. Really nice to see here. Now, Fornost is not going down immediately here. Exo seems to be taking it a little bit slow, playing it a bit safer rather than not. Meanwhile, though, JMS and Terror are going in on Eric, there is no chance that Lazy can defend this by himself. So this might be forcing a player to come in. New is floating his ARB over, and in the meantime, he is pushing with Fates on Goblin Town, which is really not what they need to be doing right now. That's one of the most relevant parts of the map
Kex's
right now.
ARB is at left knee, so there is a chance for a flank here.
Yep, Kex is there, but is that going to be enough? I think Eric now dies. All the cannons are gone, but New has come in, and that will probably be the deciding factor in the spawn living. Kex is coming in from the south. Minagar does go down, though, a little bit overexposed. Kex does recall in, but it's too little too late. He does not get there in time. Arf left, sacrifices Fornost, although granted, Fornost is probably dead anyways. Hard to say, actually. Exo lost a lot of the mass in there.
but there's only like really
And
range
Evil
focused
Fornos
Chief,
is
and
bot.
then
We
Dewey
might be
just
seeing
came out.
Ogundar coming out.
Ooh,
Arvin Dewey coming out,
that's
jumping
fair.
in to try and snipe you if it doesn't happen, but Ernir does actually die. He recalled in for the Nor for some reason. And with that, there is no way good wins. I think we're going to see a GG any second now.
Yeah, Middlegar and Anner, yeah, I wouldn't say it's very, like, you just lost Brad potential even if you did find a way to play it out in the late game.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Oh,
It's
Terrier
over.
might be going down.
Error?
Nope.
I mean, there's just no DPS here.
Yeah, no
like, half the
DPS.
stuff that can't even shoot up. It just doesn't happen. And yeah,
Use
with
on Forge
Forge
Hell.
Hell going down as well, it's just like it's kind of hopeless at this point for good. I don't know really why they're staying in. If they don't GG within 5 minutes, or if like nothing big happens within 5 minutes, I'll probably like nudge them into GG.
Okay, understood. Oh, Khazadu might be going down here, but Faye comes back to
Khazadu might be going down as well. Indeed, Hex is desperately trying to defend Forge Hell, but he just does not have the pressure to like really do anything. He can't create any space for himself.
Okay.
And yeah, with this, like Exo actually there playing very smart. He's trying to get Hex into a air position where he's encircled and has to recall out just to guarantee this kill. Kind of a micro optimization there. I don't think it matters at this point that was spawn was dying anyways, but it's a good application of a pretty good strategy. So might as well let Larry decide. You guys should pretend I'm not here. But yes, I will probably call in 5 minutes if they don't call themselves. We're good. Make the decision you would if it wasn't a casted game. I kind of just want them to like GG out naturally, but they're actually still playing this. They're going for Evil Fornos. Did Agonar come out yet? I'm not actually sure. No, he did. He did. Wait.
Hex is undeafened.
What does he mean by that?
Hex is undeafened.
Oh, he is? I mean, I don't think it matters anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
Friend's dead.
don't know
Oh
when
gosh,
that happened,
Kamul
but-
actually escapes from that. Iwindle also goes down trying to chase him. Yeah, this is just for the moral now, but none of these heroes are fast enough, I think. Absolutely none of them. Kamul does live for all of this, and that is going to be a GG from the good side as Durin tries to chase to his death. He's actually making it quite far, unexpectedly. But yeah, that's a GG. Hex should be leaving anytime now. Yep, and there we go. This game, or I almost said like game 1 there, but this isn't like a strict tournament. But this game goes to the Evil team. Good job, Evil. Really good rotates, I will say.